What is going on? Welcome back, and we are on the road yet again, just like almost every other video. We are headed up to Coker Chassis where the drag truck is getting the cage done. As I mentioned, we have been getting some snow, not really a huge deal, but it's really windy and the snow is really wet, so we have tree issues. As you guys saw, all of the power line trucks, tree trucks going the other way pretty much. Yesterday we were out of power for quite a while, so hopefully Bob has power, because I called him yesterday. We were planning on coming up here all week. It's like, yeah, I don't have power now, so hopefully we've got some power up there, and we're going to try and get some work done on the drag truck. We had to order some parts. I don't know if those parts are going to be in or not. That might hinder how much progress we can get done, but nevertheless, they've been working on it, and I'm going to give you guys an update on that. But that's the gist. That is the gist of this wonderful, beautiful morning. Alrighty, so after a couple wrong turns and dealing with people who can't drive, we are finally here. Let's go see what everybody is up to. We do have the drag wheels and tires and the rotors. We're actually going to have to take all of the brake stuff off, swap these on here. We want to get these so we can take a look at like final ride height stuff. And of course my phone is now ringing, and we have the Lexan windshield. All right, let me answer the phone. Alrighty, first up this morning, well, I should say afternoon at this point, looks pretty familiar, doesn't it? So in order to switch to 16-inch brakes, what we're gonna have to do, these are our 16-inch rotors. We're not gonna worry about hooking up the calipers or anything like that. We're literally just trying to get the rotors on here and then slap our 16s on here for ride height purposes. But what we're gonna have to do is pull this whole hub assembly out like we just saw with the seals and everything else, take our shoes, our backing plate off, because our rotors will not slide over this lip right here. So we're gonna have to undo this completely. That's gonna stay off. We don't need that for racing purposes, obviously, but that is first on the list. All right, guys, let me start explaining here what we got going on. So finally, earlier this afternoon, got the rear brakes completely cleaned off. What we're doing now is we just have the rotors on there. I'm not worried about the calipers for now. All this stuff is gonna have to come back apart once we're done. Before it gets final assembled, we'll probably go and put new bearings and seals in the axles, but got the rotors on good enough to get the tires on. We are back on the ground. We've actually lowered it down to what we're going to be at height-wise. Got the fronts on. Fronts are much easier. Basically just took the rotor and caliper off, put the new rotors on. Same thing with this. We've got the front end slammed down. You can kind of see we have some 2x4s, which is about 3.5 inches on its side. That's about as low as we can really go because of the track bar to coil clearance and some of the clearance over here. The track bar actually is going to have to get shortened. We're going to run a different track bar anyway. It's going to move the axle back this way. It's actually kind of close, seeing that it's dropped down. So, but we are at ride height. This is how low she is most likely going to be sitting. We got our man Tom over here welding up the finishing touches on the cage. Well, not finishing touches, but we have the sidebars coming down in the cage, still working on that X. And that's where we're at. We're basically to the point where we have decided, and you can kind of see we got some uprates here. We're just gonna clean the back of the frame off. We're just gonna chop it off. We're gonna chop it from here off, and we're gonna do like a mini little cheater 4-link coilover stuff. The brackets are gonna drop down right here. Gonna tie in right here. We're gonna run coilovers anyway, but for some additional weight loss, we're gonna remove the springs. We're gonna go to a 4-link setup, and yeah, Bob's kind of talked me into more shenanigans. But what we're not going to do is, normally when people 4-link, they would come all the way up here, but then you have to brace the entire back. The biggest thing is we're not keeping this rear probably next year. We're trying to lose some weight, gain some better traction, doing a 4-link from here back. That way next year we can just lop here, go here. So it's a little more time, more material, but should look, react, do a whole lot better. So that is the plan as of now. So we're still working on welding up the cage. Bob, I, and Kyle are running the bars. Next bars that we're going to be doing, we're going to run from here all the way here. These uprates are going to tie in to the 4-link setup. So by the end of the day today, we should be pretty close to seeing exactly what the back of the truck 4-link wise is going to look like. Kyle's in here doing his thing, plotting out the next bars. Kyle, what did you say? Your exact words were you're wearing your best rag to work today. That you didn't really care. You don't want to get your nice wrench work shirt dirty.
I was gonna get dirty today, so I wear my dirty shirt.
Okay, gotcha. Makes perfect sense. Shout out John Doc. Love you, buddy. All right. Couple clicks, couple bars. We're there.
And no time.
Hey Bob. Hey, would now be a good time to tell you that I changed my mind?
Yeah.
You want your face shield? You're gonna get yelled at.
No.
You're gonna get yelled at. All right. I tried. I tried, people. I tried.
Yeah, that's heavy.
Where are you going with it?
Oh, we can go right here.
Oh, we put them back in. She took over half the weight out.
All right, so those are almost 4 pounds a piece. So it's 8 pounds onto whatever this is going to be. Do you need a hand there, sir? Oh, don't chop your welding cord there. Oh!
I say 101.
Oh yeah, 101. So about 110 pounds that we just chopped off. And our man Kyle already plotted the bars in the back and the frame rails, minus a little bit of the gussets, but we're not even putting back on 40 pounds. So we just knocked off another 60 pounds. Oh, not to mention these are all gonna come off. All that's gonna come off. No more leafs. Those leafs are heavy. Like I said, again, in a perfect world, most people would chop it here, run a 9-inch. We're not going to be running a 9-inch, so basically our next phase is going to be a 9-inch, cutting it here, and then wiping all this clean. So, yes, what we're doing... Easy in there! Do it now! So... oh, man. What do you say, Tom?
I lost my wire brush.
Tom wants to be famous.
Yeah, I am famous now. I'm on camera.
He is famous. That's a relative of Andy Jensen.
Oh,
Master
man.
of Faster.
The master of faster. All right, Bob. This is all your fault. All right, so you guys have probably already typed out your comment. Why don't you just cut the rest of the frame off now anyway? So I already heard you before you even typed it, so that's what we're doing. Bob is up the shenanigans level to now we're gonna chop it all off. So that is the new updated plan. So all right.
Are we taking our bets now when this goes?
No, that is staying because all the tubing is, you know, a couple $100 or whatever, the time, yada yada yada. Swapping that's like $4 to $5 grand. Yeah. And we already got the wheels and tires for the 8-lug axles.
And we might as well wear them tires out.
Right. So the axle is, I swear right now, the axle is 100% staying.
Tommy, the axle's staying.
Axle is staying, Tom.
Want me to weld it fast?
Yes, now before Bob changes his damn mind. All right, so, oh boy, this is what happens. This is what happens.
It's all fun and games.
It's all fun and games until you come to Coker Fab and the build gets upped. Damn it, Kyle! What did your uncle do to me?
Making you spend more money.
I know. All right, so we got the down bars, we got the other bars. This is where the 4-link brackets are going to ride right here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to tie bars from here to there into the rest of the frame, and that's that, right? Easy as that, right? 1, 2, 3, done.
Easy as that.
All right, let's go bend some tube. Kyle, I'm pretty sure John commented on our last video about no use of lube.
We'll have to lube it up for
Oh man. Okay, done.
Yeah, now we got
Notch. All right, so we're almost wrapping up here on night 1, day 1. Be back at it again tomorrow. We're just gonna get the other side tacked on, kind of like we are here. We're gonna have the 4-link brackets right there. Then we're gonna go ahead, lop that off, and do all that fun stuff.